This lesson is 5.5 on prime and composite numbers. So the directions say to tell whether the number is prime or composite. Now we have to remember that prime, the secret code for prime, is that this I looks so much like the number 1. So prime tells us that only 1 and the other number are factors of that number. That's the only factor pair. So we're going to go ahead and look at numbers 7 and 10 and 13. Okay, first of all, we have a great rule to follow. So first of all, if the number is even, then we know that it's divisible by 2. The next one we can do is 3. If those numbers add up and are divisible by 3, then we know that 3 is a factor. Another clue to look for is if it ends with 5 or 0. We know it's divisible by 5. And then after that, you kind of have to just see if there are any other factors that it's divisible by. Sometimes it takes a bit to go through there. For example, like number 11, 49. There are no other factors besides 1, 49, and 7 times 7. But it takes a while to get to 7, so this is where knowing your math facts really helps you. So let's go ahead and look at number 7. We have 77. So the factors for 77, if we did a factor smile, we'd have 1 and 77. Is 2 a factor?
No.
Because it is
Odd.
It's not even, it's odd. What about 3? If you added 7 plus 7, what would you get?
14.
14. Is 14 divisible by 3?
No.
No. What about 4?
No.
No, it's not. What about 5?
No.
What about 6?
No.
What about 7?
Yes.
Yes, 7 times
11.
7 times 11 is 77. So it didn't pass those first few rules, so we had to keep going. But finally we found that it was 7. So number 7 is what? Composite or prime?
Composite.
Perfect. Composite. Composite is how you spell it. Okay, number 10, 72. Let's do 72 to the side. First we have 1 and 72. But the cool thing is, what's our first clue?
It's even.
It's even. So we know that what is a factor? 2. So we automatically know that number 10 is what?
Composite.
Composite. Fantastic. Okay. All right. Let's look at number 13. Kai, let's read it together and do cube. Ready? Go. Kai wrote the number 85 on the board. Is 85 prime or composite? Explain. Well, first of all, let's look at our clues. Is it even? No. If you added 8 plus 5, what do you get? 14. 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is 14. So is it divisible by 3? No. But what was the next clue?
If it ends in a 5 or a 0.
Yes. And does it end in a 5 or a 0?
Yes.
Yes. So we know that what is a factor? 5. So 13. Is 85 prime or composite? Composite, because because 5 is also a factor, right? 5 is also, write it down, a factor. Very good. You are going to do great. Just remember, prime only has one factor pair. The factors are 1 and the other number. Composite just means it has more than one factor pair. Okay? And go.